All right. We got hands going, man. Everybody's ready. Happy Thursday, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see. It's amazing how those hands are attached to your face, make you smile when you wave. We're going to talk about that this morning. Attitude. So everybody over in Facebook world, or if you're tuning in via Zoom or watching the recording later on YouTube, let us know where you're tuning in from, please, in the chats, comments. We love to know where you're coming in live. And if you're traveling, well, find out where you're at. Let us know. So good to see everybody. Attitude. So a mental position with regard to a fact or a state. Here's the deal. Attitude can be positive or negative, but I got a question for me and you today. What are you selling? What are you selling? What kind of attitude are you and what are we selling today? Because it can be positive or negative. And this moment right now, every single one of us is watching this or watching the recording. You know, if your attitude is in a positive state of mind or it's in a negative state of mind. It's already came to you. So attitude's everything. And you know, there was one quote I came across said the only disability in life is a bad attitude. And it's really true. Man, attitude can change everything. If you can't change your fate, guess what? Change your attitude. And here's what I want to talk about really quick today. If I'm going around looking for the wrong in the world, guess what? We're going to find it every single day. Every single day. We talk about it all the time. The world's a flawed place, okay? That's been laid out there. So if I go through the world looking for the negative, if I go through the world because my attitude's not in the right place, it's going to come back to me. I'm going to find it every single time. And it just spirals me down the staircase. Here's the thing. People with positive attitudes do right the opposite. They go through the day, they go through the week, they're looking, they're expecting good things to happen. They look for the brighter side of life. They're stuck in traffic. Man, how many times I've been stuck in traffic in Texas? Mad. Woo! Attitude terrible. But what about the person beside me that's stuck in traffic and going, man, I got 15 more minutes to do some audio. Feed my brain something really good. Feed my mind something really good. You know what? 15 minutes, I bet the good Lord's protected me today from maybe that accident I'd have 15 minutes down the road. You know, it's all about attitude. It's all about perspective. People who expect better things, without a doubt, if we put it out in a positive attitude to the universe, guess what we attract back? Positive. So here's the thing. I wanted to look at, how do I develop Brent Palmer? Because, man, the world's going to attack us. As soon as we think we got things going right, man, we're going to get hit. So how do I get up every morning and develop a more positive attitude? Because it's going to make my day better. And if I do it every day, it's going to make my week better. And if I do it every week, it's going to make my month better. So how do I develop a more positive attitude? Number one, I got to change my vocabulary. I got to replace the negative vocabulary. Okay. And that's a must. And I got to, I'll give you an example. I got to take the N out of can't. Think about that. One letter, take it out. Instead of saying, man, I just don't feel good. I just can't, I can't get out today and run. Here's what I can say. Man, I feel a little bit iffy, but you know what I can do? I can get out and walk. Take the N out. Number two, smile. Man, we talk about it all the time. Smile is a natural mood enhancer. Even when you don't feel like smiling, smile and it will change your mood. And if you go, I just can't, well, just go out into the world, right? Let's all be kind of crazy today. And if you're not feeling good, just go out to the world and start, do this a little bit. People will think you're crazy, but they'll smile back. See, you're smiling right now, right? Just smile a little more. Stop complaining. Number 3, stop complaining. Be aware of how often you complain. Man, I do this so many times. Before I know it, I'm complaining about this. I'm complaining about our company. I'm complaining about shipping. I'm complaining about, man, I'm just complaining instead of going, man, the good Lord allowed me to put my 2 feet on the ground today and go affect this world in a positive way. You know what? How can I help my company? How can I help if there's a shipping issue? How can I help? Right? Changes the whole dynamics. Number 4, don't be too hard on yourself. We talked about that just yesterday or the day before. Mistakes are going to happen. Mistakes are going to happen. So don't be so hard on yourself. Number 5, be thankful. Gratitude is everything. It's the most powerful way to have a positive attitude. Gratitude. Man, I'm so thankful for the Coach's Corner. I'm so thankful for your friendship. I'm so thankful I can get up every day, Monday through Friday, and come here and talk with you. Number 6, use affirmations. Andrea Grady, thank you. How many of you, raise your hand if you saw Andrea Grady's post yesterday on Instagram, Facebook? Affirmations. I told you about an affirmation I had. Be better today than what I was yesterday. Be better tomorrow than what I was today. It was there. It was every time I pulled my football helmet out, I saw that affirmation. Number 7, be present. Last one, be present. Myra, how many times do we talk about this? As busy as we get, sometimes, man, we can't sit down with someone without looking at our phone. We can't have a cup of coffee or spend 15 minutes with somebody without checking Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or all these things that we got in the world occupying us. Remember, be present. Be present to yourself. Be present to your family. Be present to your kid. I'm talking to myself. Like, be present to your friends and the people you love the most. Because one day, Brent Palmer will look back on his world, his life, and go, man, I just wished I would have paid just a little bit more attention. I know that's going to happen to me. So just wanted to talk to you a little bit about attitude today. Excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. Love you guys. Myra, I'll turn it to you. Let me see if I can unmute you, Coach. And I apologize. I went 2 minutes over.
All right, there you go. Normally I can, I wasn't a co-host today for some reason. Normally I am, and I couldn't.
It's my fault. That was my fault.
Well, dang, if that's the worst thing you do today, you're going to be all right. Well, listen, there's a great message, Brent. Thank you as always. Let me just jump right in with all fours here. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Huge difference. You know, little things can and will set the tone for our entire day. All right, I'm going to give you an example. Before yesterday afternoon at 3, I got up every morning in the last 4 or 5 days, and I had a bad attitude as soon as I walked into my bathroom and looked in the mirror and I saw how bad I needed color on my hair. Let me tell you something. When I got up out of that bed this morning and I stepped in there, I mean, my attitude was hitting perfect this morning. Got my hair done yesterday. So I was a happy camper. So that helped my attitude. That's a little thing, but y'all, that's the truth. We all do it. It's how we look at things. It's silly, but it's true. But, you know, here's another thing I want you to remember is our attitude is and always will determine our altitude. You know, we can rise up and climb to be our best, or can we rise up and climb and be our best every day if our attitude is bad and negative as soon as we open our eyes? Y'all, we know that answer. No. You know, when we start our day with a positive attitude and then midday, dadgummit, something negative happens. And our attitude and mindset go south quickly. It gets crazy quickly. So in 1 second, one defining second, our bubbly, positive attitude changed due to a challenge that came out of nowhere. So when this happens, what do? Well, I'm fixing to say something and we've all done it. So just go on and put your seatbelt on because we have done this. Sometimes we normally just get furious, stomp around like a spoiled brat. Do we even hit something? I probably slapped the desktop a time or two. Do you start fussing and criticizing others that have no idea what's going on? You could be in your office or your house or in your yard and somebody walks up right when something happens and you just blast them. That's all attitude. And we went from good to bad in a New York minute or New York second. Well, like I said, I know every one of us on this show we're guilty of that. So moving forward, how do we keep our attitude positive when negativity just starts steeping and seeping in? Well, here are just a few suggestions I'm going to give you very quickly. First thing is to immediately, and this is hard to do because when we're quickly angry and we went from having a great attitude to a bad attitude, this is hard to do. Step away from the area that you are in. Take a deep breath and calm down. Do those three things. You don't have to open your mouth. You don't have to react in any way, but step away, walk out to another room, walk outside, step out of that area, take a deep cleansing breath and calm yourself down. The next thing you can do is just refuse to repeat that negative thought again. Again, that's hard. You've just got blamed by something that's caused you to be negative. But what I'm challenging you to do is challenge yourself to refuse to repeat that negative thought again. This is very, very tough. But in the end of the day, that is one of the best things that can help you. You know, and when this negative situation happens and it ruins that attitude, you got to choose at some point, which it needs to be quickly, you need to dig in and find out and then believe what the truth is. You've got to dig in and find out what the truth is. Number 4, we got to remind ourselves that in a crisis, we must speak kindly to ourselves and to others. Nothing deters a great attitude and mindset more than hearing negativity spewed out of our mouth, directed at us and others. We're harder on ourselves sometimes than we are even to others. Speak to ourselves better, more positive. Number 5, be determined to find the good in every negative situation. Do this individually, but also utilize your team, your staff, the people around you in helping to find the good in this crisis or this negativity that's going on and disrupting your positive attitude. You know, in a crisis, and we've talked about this before, a crisis that changes our positive attitude to a negative attitude, regardless of what profession you're in, we must, in those times, learn to visualize a positive outcome. You have to visualize that. If you see it, you will eventually believe it, but visualize that. And in closing, just remember this. We can't change the direction of the wind, but we can adjust our sails to always reach our destination. And I'm going to close with this. A reminder, attitude will always determine our altitude. So I hope your altitude today with your attitude is straight up and positive. Y'all have a great day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love y'all.
Coach, thank you so much for that message today. It's going to be a great day with the right attitude. Have a great one. Be blessed. We'll see you back here to finish out the week. We love you. We're grateful for you.
Bye, guys. Everybody safe traveling today that's driving out there.
Blessings.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Thanks, coaches.